The Acting Up with GTC podcast is a production of the Granbury Theatre Company. The Granbury Theatre Company is a 501c3 nonprofit theater arts production company based in the historic Granbury Opera House in Granbury, Texas. Welcome to Acting Up with GTC, the official podcast of the Granbury Theatre Company, where we pull back the curtain and give you a behind-the-scenes look at everything happening at the historic Granbury Opera House.
Well, all right, welcome to the Acting Up with GTC podcast. My name is Mickey Sharon.
I'm Matt Boitner.
And here we are for another great episode of the Acting Up with GTC podcast. And Matt, it's been a busy March. I mean, last we put one of these episodes out, we were just getting ready to open Anything Goes.
Yeah.
And so now that has...
And Anything Goes, and it is now gone.
It is gone. Yeah, so anything's gone.
Well, not anything.
Yeah.
But everything's gone.
Yeah, that show is gone. It was a great run. Four weekends that we had with Anything Goes. Audiences really loved it.
My favorite part of the show was when you improv, wrestled, and otherwise played with a stuffed animal dog for what had to be legitimately 3 minutes. I was spotlighting this show. I subbed in for a couple shows, and it was, I think, my second watch that I looked down and I was like, Mickey's still on stage playing with that dog while this whole scene is happening.
Yes.
The dog was tackling you, and you were like, scritching it and stuff.
Jay Lewis gives you when Jay Lewis gives you a green light to just improv and make some choices. Okay, here we go. So
the best.
Yeah,
the best. So if you missed it, sorry about you.
Yeah.
But there's lots of other stuff that we could have missed. What happened the last 2 weekends?
Oh, man. Okay. So since Anything Goes has closed, we had 2 straight weekends of tribute concerts. And one was our friends with the Long Run Band. They were here. Yeah. They did their other stuff. Started to say any stuff. No, it's other stuff, which is one set of Eagles music. And then they come back and do one full set of other stuff. So, contemporary bands that were around when the Eagles, were doing their thing. So
bands that I know all of them, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm making fun of myself because I probably don't, because while I am a music fan, I tend to be very ignorant.
You should know them. So, so that went great. And then last weekend, for Easter weekend, we had our tribute to gospel music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of GTC regulars and GTC not regulars that used to be regulars, but they were all rock stars on stage. We
most definitely.
A super group of singers, and by we I mean you.
Well,
it was not me.
We had a great band. First of all, for the gospel concert that was put together by our friend Parker Barris, and they were just a killer band. I mean, came in and did a great job. But then all of the vocalists were some current, some occasionally still do shows here. Others have not done shows here in a number of years, but they were all veterans of the Granbury Opera House stage. And so I thought, it'd just be kind of a cool thing to go back and invite some from the different eras of the Granbury Theatre Company, and invite some of those really great voices to come back. So we had people, current people like Jake Hamilton and Takara Bailey, Jess Jennings,
Caitlin
LeBeau, Emily Potter, Bella Jarman. Then we had a few from some years back, a few years back. We had Javon Checo. Then going back a little further, we had Cody Thomas and Gary Williams, and that
was before I was around.
Yes,
When
yes.
they were here doing stuff.
They had actually auditioned. You almost crossed paths with them. They had actually auditioned for A Few Good Men.
That's right.
And then as when they found out they'd gotten their first contract on I think Carnival Cruise Lines as being part of their entertainment team. But anyway, it was a great show, pretty well attended, and everybody had a great time. So that brings us to now Tech Week of the Drowsy Chaperone, and we're going to run that interview here in just a few minutes. But then other things, we also have had auditions, and we have cast, and we have started rehearsals for our next Broadway production, and that is To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we now going into our third night of rehearsals on that, and you've also got some Academy stuff going on.
Yeah, I thought you were setting me up.
No,
Sorry, I was
yeah.
pumping my arms. I hope he was talking about his show.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next Academy thing, 101 Dalmatians, is actively in rehearsals. They're going into their third night of rehearsal as well. It's always fun that first Monday that really we had 3 rehearsals happen that night, but that simultaneously in both of our studios at our Morgan Street location, we have Academy shows rehearsing at the same time.
Yeah.
Dalmatians in the front room, Shakespeare in the back room, totally different vibes. And then we all left, and Mockingbird came in.
Yeah. It's a very heavily used space.
Very heavily
And we're all
trafficked
over
space.
there because Drowsy is in tech rehearsals on the Opera House stage.
And
so,
hopefully by this time next week, we'll have air conditioning.
yeah, let's hope. So lots of stuff going on. Spring is always a very busy time, and we're anxious to get Drowsy Chaperone opened. And this kind of kicks off our spring going into summer season. So we're real excited to get started with that. And
Can I do a tangent that I remembered? It's a silly story about the long run.
Sure.
Can I mention the nerd podcast that I do for the first time? I'm not selling it. I'm making
Sure.
fun of myself.
Sure.
So a while ago, I had a Star Wars podcast, Force of Others, that I do. And I wanted a name for special episodes when we're not going to talk about Star Wars, and it's like the Force of Other Stuff instead of the Force of Others. It's so funny. And I was like, that's so silly and stupid. And then I walked past the marquee and I saw the long run, Other Stuff. And I was like, that's why that's been in my brain. This wasn't an original idea at all. Wow. That's how
But it
creative
was
I am.
inspiration.
Full-on inspiration that I didn't even realize. So there you go.
Well, there you go. Okay.
Side little tangent.
All right. Yeah, that was a little segue.
It's the way my brain works.
A
I saw it and
segue
I
to
was like,
nowhere.
I'm so stupid. They come every year and do this. How did I never realize where I got that idea?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm back.
You had the seed planted. So
Yeah.
all right. So anyway, lots of great stuff going on down here at the Opera House. And again, Drowsy Chaperone is opening this Friday night. That is April the 10th.
Yes.
Yeah, April the 10th, runs through April 26th. This is only a 3-weekend run, so we need to keep that in mind. Don't fall asleep at the switch thinking you've got plenty of time to come see it. It is a shorter run, and so get your tickets and come see Drowsy Chaperone. We're going to be sitting down with the director and a couple of cast members here in just a second. You got anything before we bounce out here? Pay a couple of bills?
I'm trying to summon any other random tangents, and I don't think I have anything, so we
Really?
should get to the interview.
Okay, well, let's get to the interview. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be joined by Drowsy Chaperone.
Hey, this is Mickey Sheeran, talking to you today about my buddy Joe Jones with 5P Roofing and Construction. 5P Roofing and Construction is your local roofing and general contracting company. They specialize in residential and commercial re-roofs and insurance claims. I've used Joe myself, and I could not recommend him more. Give Joe a call today at 817-608-7663 for a free quote. And be sure to tell Joe that you heard about it on the Acting Up with GTC podcast.
All right, we are back on the Acting Up with GTC podcast. My name is Mickey Sheeran.
I'm Matt Boitner.
And man, we are excited to be joined by the director and 2 cast members from Granbury Theatre Company's upcoming production of Drowsy Chaperone. Woo! yeah.
Everybody fall asleep. Because we're drowsy.
Wow.
Okay.
Or don't. You're supposed to yes and the bit.
You're going to dive into that at
If Gavin
30
was here,
seconds
he would
in.
fall asleep. That's all
30
I'm saying.
seconds in.
Improv is not my thing.
Yeah. Well, let's...
Scripted only.
So sorry.
I only do yes and if it's good.
Well, let's start over here on my left and introduce yourself and tell us what role you're playing in the show.
My name is Rodney Hudson, and I am playing Man in Chair in The Drowsy Chaperone.
Right.
My name is Colton Lively, and I am playing the Drowsy Chaperone.
My name is Colton Lively, and I am the director of these clowns.
Yes, you are. And I actually had the chance to stop in at rehearsal and sit in a little bit last night. And, oh my gosh, it is going to be so hilarious. I mean, this is a funny show anyway, but you've got a great cast.
Absolutely. I scored big time with
Yeah.
these talented people, for sure.
Well, let's jump right into that, since this is kind of your first time to put your toe in the directorial waters. So start off telling us a little bit about what Drowsy Chaperone is about, and then what it's been like to take the reins, so to speak.
Perfect. Drowsy Chaperone, really, at its heart, is a story about a man and his guilty pleasure, really, that he's kind of inviting the audience in as this. I kind of put it as the audience is a best friend of Man in Chair's best friend, who you've never really hung out together alone before. So it's kind of awkward because your other best friend's like your buffer. And so he's trying to be really hospitable and just like entertaining all at the same time. So it's kind of awkward, and you're just kind of like, cool. Yeah, we've all been in that situation, but it's really like him explaining his guilty pleasures and his imagination just blowing up in his living room, and him explaining this hilarious story of one of his favorite Broadway shows that he's never even seen. So what he's making up and what you're seeing is literally his imagination of the show. And I really think it's about coming to terms with guilty pleasures and them being okay. And it's like your places you go to escape. Mine is Disney, obviously. And it's okay to feel, a little embarrassed, but at the end of the day, it's the place you go for reassurance of everything's going to be okay. So it's really that story of him kind of, it's all right. I like this. Who cares?
Yeah.
And have some fun along the way. Real life hits, but it's all right. Yeah.
But when real life hits, you go to
Exactly.
the things that you really love.
You have your safety net.
Yeah.
Your
I love that.
imaginary friends. Yeah.
Don't we all have imaginary friends?
All of them.
Also, then is this the first time you've directed anything ever, anywhere?
Ever. Yeah.
That's awesome. So
Ever,
what's
ever.
it been like being responsible for all of this?
Nerve-wracking. Definitely a learning experience, because I've never been one to, I have ideas, but I've always been kind of like, well, they only speak when spoken to. Don't express whatever. But so it's been a learning curve of, putting myself out there, not being afraid to express my opinions or how I think something should be done. But yeah, it's been really, really fun. And finally, everything in my brain can kind of come to fruition and paint a picture that I've always kind of wanted to happen.
Well, it's about time. I mean, you've been
I'm
here.
super excited.
You've been here since 2018, doing things here at the Opera House, and so you've been in some great shows. Tell us a few of the memorable characters you've played on the stage.
Oh gosh, my very first one was Melvin P. Thorpe in 2018 in the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. And then I played Liver Lips Louie in Guys and Dolls. And then we came around and I did Igor in Young Frankenstein. And then Roger Debris in The Producers. And then full circle back to Melvin P. Thorpe again last year.
And
And
Igor.
Igor. Oh, yeah. 2025 was a reprise year.
Yeah.
Bumping them out again.
Well, in the era of legacy sequels, we did our own legacy.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun, but yeah, now I get to, instead of be funny, I get to make funny.
Direct-
I don't know
yeah,
if that
direct
makes
funny.
sense. I don't.
Well, and you have basically an involvement in pretty much every single show that we do here. So tell us what you do for Granbury Theatre Company.
When I'm not on stage or directing, I am the hair and makeup designer for all of the main stage and Children Academy shows. So if you don't see me, I'm still there.
Yeah.
I'm the phantom in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's lurking in the shadows.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Well, thank
We're
you. I'm
very,
very honored and
very
blessed.
excited that we're honored that your first directorial position was with Granbury Theatre Company. That's exciting.
Very happy too.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope to make y'all proud.
You will, 100%. Now,
So.
on to the people you deal with.
Yes.
Who do you want to go first?
You take your pick.
Oh, okay, Caitlin, for sure.
All
So,
right.
tell us about the Drowsy Chaperone.
So the Drowsy Chaperone is here to make sure Janet, who is getting married, doesn't do anything she shouldn't do before she gets married on her wedding day. Except the Drowsy Chaperone always has a drink in her hand and is more concerned with her drinks and her alcohol and having a lie down than Janet. So, and then she gets to sing a rousing anthem
Yes.
in Act 1.
Well, of course.
So
Which
it's a lot of
kill
fun.
it every single
Thank you.
time.
Thank
It's
you.
so good.
It's a lot
Oh
of
my
fun.
gosh.
Have you played this part before?
I have. So this is my third time to be in Drowsy Chaperone. However, the first time I played Drowsy, I was in college, and the Janet was older than me, and it was kind of weird. Like, the singing part was great, but the acting and the whole, it was, So this is not necessarily redemption round, but I'm looking forward to this one being, a better opportunity.
Yeah.
And then I was in it when Granbury did it last, however many years ago.
2015.
And I was Trix the Aviatrix.
Yeah.
2015, because I had just had Aria.
Yes.
So I literally came on for the top of the show and the end of the show, which was fine with me because I had a baby.
Yes.
So that was nice. So yes, this is my third time to do the show and my second time to play Drowsy.
Awesome. I mean, I want to mention when we went to the Pecan Plantation Women's Club
Yes.
earlier this year and just kind of sang kind of a review. People from staff and whoever else sang something from every show that's coming up. And you sang as we stumble along. And precasting is not a thing that we do
I
here.
wasn't even there.
That's true.
But-
You
I
weren't.
wasn't there.
Correct.
You
No
were.
one
She
involved in casting was there.
started singing, and we all kind of looked
Like-
at each other at our table and we're like, I mean, our callbacks are formality. Like, what
Yeah.
are we doing?
Yeah, and in the faces of the ladies at the luncheon were just like, I mean, they're
All their hair blew back.
yeah, jaws dropped and their eyes were big around, and I still get some lady stopped me on Saturday out here in front of the Opera House and mentioned that and said she was there and said, "Oh my gosh, that young lady, the tall girl, yeah," and she said she was amazing. And I'm shaking my head. Yes, you're right. Yes, she's like practically perfect in every way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Keep coming. No, it made an impact. I mean, those ladies really loved. They loved the whole thing, but especially your song.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
yeah.
y'all.
And Rodney, you're up as man in chair.
I am.
Okay, so tell us about man in chair and what makes him tick.
Oh, I think there's a lot of things that make him tick. So, like it was said, we're basically following this guy's imagination as he listens to his all-time favorite show that he's never actually gotten to see in person. And it's funny as he's going through and kind of explaining different things to the audience. You get little snippets of his personal life about possibly having been married before, some of his dietary things. So you kind of get to learn a little bit about him through some of the more eccentric things that he talks about, while still incorporating it into what's going on in the show, The Drowsy Chaperone.
Right.
So yeah, he's just a character. You know, he's living his life the best he can and just trying to get through the day when we meet him. So,
Yeah.
and that's what that record for him is it getting him through the day. So,
Yeah. And the whole thing, the whole show, I think as Colton said a while ago, is happening in his imagination.
Yes.
But we see it
yes.
take place right there in your apartment.
Yeah,
But
so-
this is all happening.
So the whole time we're in his apartment, and just as different scenes and musical numbers come up, the actors in the show are on stage in his apartment, but he doesn't actually see them. It's all, like you said, it's all taking place in his imagination. There's some bits in there where we have, you know, him kind of doing some of the choreo or some of the movement, and you know, having never seen the show, clearly this is all just a grand imagination for him. So
I mean, he choreographed the whole thing.
he did. Honestly, kudos to me. I'm a pretty good choreographer.
Right?
Absolutely.
Named Sydney Roy.
That's your alias.
Yes.
Shout out to Sydney. Yes.
brilliant.
Well, and there is a lot of comedy in this show, and you have some great comedic actors to bring it to life. But yeah, I mean, every time I get to see a part of it, I forget how funny the whole thing is. I mean, it is nonstop, comedy that's coming at you. And so, I mean, it doesn't matter who's on stage, what scene or act you're in. It's just really funny. There's some great music. So tell me, each one of you, tell us what your favorite songs in the show are.
Oh, goodness. I love Show Off. It's just so much fun, and it's so high energy. And Toledo Surprise is another just like bop, because it's so just like, where are we going next? What's happening next?
Yeah.
It's so filled with like excitement and joy and fun. And yeah, I think those two are my top.
Okay. Caitlin, what about you?
Stumble Along is a good one.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
But also Bride's Lament. You know, it's a comedy. We're singing a song about a monkey. So, I mean,
Of course you
how
are.
crazy of the comedy
Yes.
we've got. It's, it's not about a monkey, but we're singing about a monkey.
Yeah.
So,
Well, of course
you know.
are. Well, and as we stumble along, is probably, would you say the best known song from this show? Or
yeah, that one or Show Off.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those, I would think those are the two.
But it's definitely a showstopper of a number.
Yes, and it's supposed to be, wedding advice and whatever, and it's, as his character says, a rousing anthem about alcoholism. So, no advice involved. So it's also, just adds to the comedy
Yeah.
because
There you go. It's
means
it's
nothing,
just absurd.
yet everything.
Yeah. So Rodney, what about you?
Honestly, probably Bride's Lament for sure. It's kooky and it's fun. And oh God, Janet's great. Caroline. Caroline is amazing.
Yeah.
I saw that working.
I had to brain fart. But no, Caroline is hilarious.
She rocks that song
It's
and
so-
Show Off.
Yes, both of them. It's like
How she's able to
It's-
do the things that Sydney and I have her doing, and singing
And still singing.
dancing and comedy all at the same
Yeah.
time.
it's
Well, Caroline really impressed me during Singing in the Rain. That was her first show that she had ever done here. So if you got to see Singing in the Rain here back late last summer, the young lady that played or was doubled in what is her name in the show?
I looked away. I'm so sorry. I got a text message.
Oh. It's not True
You're at work.
Confessions. This is why. Yeah. No. What was? I was trying to remember the character's name from My mind just went blank.
Singing in the Rain, the
Yeah.
leading lady.
Yes.
Kathy Selden.
Kathy
one.
Selden.
Yeah,
Thank
sorry.
you. Yes. So Caroline was doubled as Kathy Selden with Eden Barris, but yeah, Caroline really impressed me a lot. She had a lot of seemed like a lot of really good comedic timing. So yeah, I was excited when I saw she was gonna do this show.
She gets it. She understands comedy.
Yeah.
You either get it or you don't. And I got blessed, and everybody understands it.
Good.
Cool.
Got any questions, man?
Well, I mean, not that we're wrapping up, but the biggest thing that we always kind of want to say is, okay, so we'll go reverse order.
Okay.
Rodney, why should people come see Drowsy Chaperone?
I think people should come see Drowsy Chaperone just because it's a fun time. It's genuinely 2 hours that you can kind of disappear and laugh. Like, there are some more intimate or more serious moments, but they're not the entire show. And they're followed up by something funny. So you get a little bit of heart in there, but it's 2 hours of just comedy, of craziness and kookiness and weird characters doing fun stuff.
Yeah.
2 hours of fun.
People that you love to not necessarily laugh at, but
Laugh with.
laugh with.
Yes.
And so
Right on. Caitlin, same deal.
Similar answer. I mean, well, and kind of along with what his character says during the show, for the days that you're feeling blue or, the world is atrocious, which could be lots of days. I don't know.
it could be.
You get a little bit of an escape. And not only is it just a moment to take a breath, like, you're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to walk out of here with your cheeks hurting, the biggest smile. It is so much fun, so much dancing, so much singing. So, I mean, if you love musical theater and comedy, like, it is all of it wrapped in one. And it's just the goofiest, silliest slapstick comedy. Like, it's so much fun. And it will take you out of your sadness or your anger or whatever it is for a couple of hours so you can just enjoy.
Let your hair down.
Yeah.
And if you got any, and just have a great time. Yeah,
Absolutely.
What about you?
They almost said it exactly, everything that I would say. But honestly, it's really just a show to where you can let go and just have fun, not worry about anything, and kind of learn something about yourself too, because everybody relates to Man in Chair, I think. And so have a great time and laugh, but also leave with like you know what, I am okay. You know what, I'm going to go home and watch my favorite movie and be okay with it.
Yeah.
And know that everything's going to be fine. And just, I don't know, it's so, like, there's so much heart in this story that it's hard to kind of, like, until you watch it, and when we get to the end is really when it hits home, because the lines of his imagination and his story and Drowsy Chaperone and his true life kind of blur and start to merge, and he kind of blends in with their story. And I think that all happens to all of us. We all have our escapisms and our places we go, but one day we can watch it, listen to it, read it one more time, and we're just like, wow, this hit so different today. And I think that's kind of what this show is. Like, no matter how many times you listen to it, no matter how many times you read it, it just takes one time for you to be like, wow.
Yeah.
There's a reason for everything.
I like it. Cool. I like it. Yeah.
Love that. As we stumble along.
As we stumble. Well, but it has occurred to me, because I think you just mentioned it a while ago, that this is 2 shows in a row that we've had that is really a show about nothing. Anything Goes was very much like that.
Yes.
I mean, that show, if you came to see Anything Goes, it really had no point. I mean,
The amount of people who would be like, "Oh, well, what's it about?" And I'd go, "I don't know. I don't really."
you literally
really
just have to
think
come and
anything.
see.
And that's coming from the stage manager.
Yes.
You watched it more than anyone else
Yeah.
You saw every single everything.
We did 16 shows. I saw it at least 50 times.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
But it's kind of in that same vein. It's just a show that it never takes itself seriously.
No.
But oh my gosh, so very funny. So if now is it? I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember anything being just overtly like inappropriate for kids. Like, I mean, over the age of. What, 13?
there's some dialogue in there that I would give like a strong PG rating.
Okay.
I wouldn't say anything that happens in that show is above a PG rating.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also should come at your own discretion with your children.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone,
But-
which we always
Right, yeah.
which we always say. I mean, we do not make ratings on our shows, but we try to give people a little bit of direction and everything. But there's literally nothing in this show that that if your kid sits down at 7:00 in front of the TV,
Yeah.
or pulls up their YouTube or whatever, that they're going to not see anywhere else. So
Say my 11-year-old will see it at least once, if
Yes.
not more. And
Yeah.
there may be a few things that go over her head, and that's really kind of
Yeah.
it. Like
That-
nothing is gonna be
Right.
like, oh my goodness.
oh yeah, now I have to go home and have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants that.
No.
But no, I think this is a show that we can actually say, look, I mean, if you have a 12, 13-year-old kid, and you want to bring them, absolutely bring them, because it's nonstop fun, and it's for a musical theater production. It is a pretty short show.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I mean the
long are we talking?
actual runtime probably about 1 hour and 40 minutes.
I would say it's less than
That's
2 hours.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
the
'Cause
40 minutes is hour and 40 minutes is pushing it because it
Yeah.
does include the intermission.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I think with a 15-minute intermission, the curtain intro, and everything, you're still going to come in at well under 2 hours.
Yeah.
So So there you go. Bring your kids. Cool. They won't get bored.
Well, do they have
show?
Oh, go
Get
ahead.
an ice cream at Mary Jane's. Go home. Go to sleep.
There you go.
All before 10:30.
A great introduction to
Right.
theater, and you get home early.
There you go. There you go.
We got time. I got two other questions.
You got it.
Because I'm curious, in this version, does Man in Chair break the fourth wall as much as usually happens?
Yes.
So what's it like? Have you played a character before that's speaking directly to the audience, or to like you're not talking to characters, you're talking to everybody out in the seats?
I have never played a character who breaks the fourth wall, and it's weird. Especially because, like, the people that I can kind of engage with are the directors and stuff out in the audience, or where my stuff is positioned, there's nobody sitting there. So I'm either talking to an empty chair, or I'm awkwardly trying to find a face of the 10 people in the house to talk to. So, yeah, that's one of those things that not gonna really know until we get to opening night. But it's interesting. I'm really excited about it. It's like a whole nother level of performing.
Yeah.
Because I'm still a character. I'm still in the story. But then they are too. But they just don't really know it yet. So yeah, it's very interesting. But like I said, I don't think I'm really gonna have any like thoughts about it until after I do it that first time with an audience. And then it's going to be like, oh, that's what it's supposed to feel like. That now it all clicks. I think that's going to be the final kind of solidifier is going, okay, there it is. Cool. So
It can be weird. I've done it before where
Yes.
initially it's like, right. Or they're like, why are you looking at me? Oh, you're supposed to. Okay, weird. But it's fun to play a character that you're like, hey, audience, follow me. No, yeah, look, it's okay. Look at me, and then I'll tell you where to look next.
yeah, because like right now it is a lot of me either trying to find somebody that's in the house who's part of the show, or staring at an empty chair, or a lot of me going,
Yeah. Well, and sometimes that's a
Don't have
little
anybody to engage with.
risky, because you never know, wherever you're positioned and you're talking to the audience, and because some people will really engage with that at a pretty
organic level, and then others is like, why aren't you talking to me? This is weird. Don't talk to me.
Best one is when you look out and somebody's asleep. That has happened to me before.
Yeah. I'm not
Does
going
he
to
have permission to wake them up if that happens?
He is manager. That is.
I was going to I was going to say, I've kind of been told that if you feel like doing something, do it.
Awesome.
Obviously, it's not. Don't do anything that's going to really pull focus. But if I want to get up and like go sit at the edge of the stage and talk, I can do that. I can engage with people as long as I don't leave the stage.
Yeah.
My directors have given me a lot of free reign. So.
And I think people will love that. You know.
Well, and it also helps because, like you're saying, when you get the people who are like, "Don't talk to me," I'm going to be like, "Great, I'm going to go over here to this person who might not look at me like they want to kill me." Yeah.
Well, and then for Colton, because this is your first time directing ever.
Yeah.
Has there been like anything in particular that like, or I guess what has been your biggest challenge so far with like this show specifically? Is there anything that you were trying to communicate that you're like, ooh, how am I going to do that?
I will say there are a couple. One scene. It's called "Message from a Nightingale," and it has to do with the Asian culture. And I think it was just one of those where you kind of have to sit back and, as a comedian, kind of comedy is comedy. We're not doing it out of any hatefulness or anything like that. It's, we're both not even making fun. We're both, poking jokes at each other and at ourselves. And we don't mean it in a menacing way.
Right.
It's just have fun. Everybody's different. We all have our quirks.
Yeah.
Let's embrace them and laugh at ourselves. So I think that was one that I was like really kind of worried about going into our first reading, and that I had to have like a kind of like okay, so I got some looks, so let me explain why I kept this in. And I hope that what I said came across correctly, because I'm horrible at explaining things, but...
That's not true.
Oh.
That's not true.
I am.
Known you for a long time. You were not terrible at explaining things.
Well, thank you. But it's just one of those things that you have to remember that we're just having fun, not at anybody else's expense either.
Yeah.
Comedy's comedy.
Comedy's comedy.
I do say I'm the Joan Rivers of GTC. Just a little bit on the cusp of you could get canceled. But
I
all with love.
love that analogy.
At this table, we're all old enough to get the Joan Rivers reference.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah. Really? Okay. Rodney, you get Joan Rivers? I mean, okay. Okay.
He's
Fun
older
fact,
than me.
I just realized and just found out like recently, that I'm older than Caitlin as well. Barely. But I am older than Caitlin as well.
Okay.
So I am the second oldest person at this table, actually.
Oh, right on. Cool.
So.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
I was going to say it got quiet for a minute.
All right.
I mean, it changes nothing for me. I'm always the oldest person sitting at this table.
25 years old, I am the second oldest person at this table.
I was going to say, the rest of us are just old enough to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only 13.
I'm a young lady, like
Yes.
you said,
Yes.
so
Well,
Well, the only other thing I wanted to say, and this is kind of to Colton, good Lord, to Colton. Yeah, that's combining the two.
Yeah.
Anyway, to Colton. Just come opening night. When, not if, when you get the show that you wanted, and when you're going to get to see it come together with an audience that is reacting. I can promise you right now, the first time you're watching a show that you directed, it's going to be the best show you've ever seen.
Oh, for sure.
You're
I'm so
probably,
excited.
and I know, you're probably going to be sitting there like just sweating bullets.
I was going to say it's the greatest experience. At the same time, is the most terrifying experience.
Oh, when I direct stuff, I want to sit up in the back of the balcony with a baseball cap on and nobody know that I'm there. And they're always like, "Do you want us to point you out in the curtain speech?" And I'm like, "No, no." They do anyway, but it's going to be the best show you've ever seen.
I'm so excited, and I have all the trust in the world, and I know these people are gonna do amazing. I have no worries.
Yep, me
So-
either. no, I know it's gonna do well. It is Drowsy Chaperone. It opens next Friday, April the 10th, and runs for only 3 weekends. So we want to be sure get that word out. That's a little unusual for us. Most of our musicals last either 4 weekends or 5 weekends. So don't fall asleep at the switch and think get to weekend number 3 and you're going, sock shopping or something, and now you don't get to see Drowsy Chaperone, right? So
Sock
shopping. I mean,
important.
come on, everybody's got to have socks.
Well, yeah,
So-
but have you ever gone on a shopping trip in your life exclusively for socks?
Yes.
Yes, actually, I have.
I just ask for them for Christmas. So
Amen.
Yes. Okay. So our podcast has turned into a podcast about nothing, just like
last two
Drowsy Chaperone is a show about nothing. But no, you guys, thank you so much for taking some time out. Colton, Caitlin, and Rodney, you guys are gonna just kill it. We can't wait to see the show on opening night.
Yes, sir.
And you got any parting shots you want to leave the audience with?
come see our show.
Oh, there you go.
I'm so excited.
There you go. Yeah.
I think that's all I got.
That's it.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
You got anything?
Come celebrate your guilty pleasures in this show, and like Colton was talking about, that it's okay to escape into the things that you love.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
there you
So go online to GranburyTheatreCompany.org or call the Opera House box office at
817-579-0952.
Very good. He's got it. Yes. And get your tickets to come see Drowsy Chaperone. And with that, I think we're going to go take a quick break, take a few bills, pay a few bills. We're not going to take them. We're going to pay them. Yeah. Anything else?
Nah.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
You keep acting like you want to say something else.
I was laughing. I was trying to laugh into the mic.
All right. Well, okay. Well, we will be right back on the Acting Up with GTC podcast.
Everybody go to sleep. Go to sleep. Do it.
At Mary Jane's Sweet Shop, located on the charming, historic Granbury Square, we're not just a candy store, we're a destination. With the biggest selection of sweets in Hood County, 24 flavors of Bluebell ice cream, and the most delicious milkshakes around, we guarantee you a sweet escape. Quench your thirst with a Dublin soda, or enjoy our exclusive coffees and teas. And while you're here, discover our fun range of toys and novelty gifts. Experience the magic at Mary Jane's Sweet Shop.
All right. We're back on the Acting Up with GTC podcast. I'm Mickey Sheeran.
I'm Matt Boydner.
And we would like to thank Colton Lively, Caitlin Leblo from the Drowsy Chaperone for being with us today, taking time out of their busy tech week. That they are right in the middle of. So we're recording this little intro and outro on Wednesday. I guess today is the 6th. Right?
Today's the 8th.
Today is the 8th. Oh my gosh. I'm way behind. Yeah, today is the 8th because the show opens on
The
Friday
10th.
the 10th.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We did it.
I can do simple math.
You can. You
Yeah.
can. How many weeks does it run, Mickey? I forgot.
Yeah. Hey, don't fall asleep at the switch. Like I said, it's a 3-weekend run.
Don't get drowsy and miss the Drowsy Chaperone.
Well done, man. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Sad to make it as awkward
There
as
we
possible.
go. All right. We got some good sound out of that.
So the point is, don't miss the show,
Yeah.
guys. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be very silly. I kind of talked about how in the interview how it makes fun of classic American musical theater. It also celebrates classic American musical
Yeah.
theater while not being afraid to make fun of it.
Yeah.
So all those older shows that you love and that you see when you were a kid or whatever, and you've seen movies made of or whatever, if you want to see them celebrated and also lightly made fun of, come check out this great show. It's
Yeah.
a really good time.
It is kind of a tongue-in-cheek love letter to musical theater.
100%.
But one of the endearing things about musical theater is we're not afraid to poke fun at ourselves, and that's part of the creative process. Sometimes you just need to stand back and laugh at.
And acknowledge the nonsense things that you do.
There you go.
Acknowledge it.
That's right.
Well, and also, like Colton said, I'm remembering now, that it's about celebrating your guilty pleasures. So
Yeah.
come celebrate the silly older shows that we like.
Yeah, it's a great cast, wonderful comedic cast, and I've sat in on a few of the rehearsals, and it's just going to be hilarious. And so don't miss. And again, this is kind of the second show in a row that we've done here, in going back to Anything Goes. Second show in a row, which is that it's really a show about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has no deeper plot.
Mm-hmm.
It has no great, deeper meaning other than, kind of what Colton has taken from it, which is, just kind of, just lean into those things that give you pleasure in life and that bring you joy. And I think that's a very good summation of what this show is about. But honestly, it is just good comedy, fun music, and you're going to laugh your head off if you come to this show. So right now, we all need that kind of thing.
We all need that kind of thing.
We just need to come in and just check our worries and concerns at the front door, go in and laugh and have a good time for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then
And that's like hour and a half with intermission.
it's about an hour 40, hour 45 maybe with intermission.
Yeah.
So
you
it's not a
can't
very
beat
long
that.
show.
That's great.
Yeah, that's why I say this is a musical theater show that is great for people who think they don't like musical
That's a
theater
really good point.
because it's only the actual show is only about an hour and a half. Then you tack on a 15-minute intermission in there, and you're in and out in less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Cool.
But I promise you, even if you think you don't like musical theater, if you come see the show, I promise you're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
100%.
have a good time. Okay,
100%.
so we are going to open Drowsy Chaperone Friday night. We've got Mockingbird in rehearsals. We've got 101 Dalmatians.
And 12th night in rehearsals.
Lots of stuff
A lot
going
happening.
on.
You can see and so after Drowsy closes, that goes straight into the Academy weekend, right?
Yep.
And so that'll be May 1st through the 3rd. You can see Dalmatians all 3 of those days, and you can see 12th night only one of those days, Saturday at 7:30. That one's free.
Yep.
Donations are always welcome. I won't say suggested, but like
We love donations.
asked, requested donations. But it is free. Come see some Shakespeare. And that one is also, speaking of short shows, it's going to be the shortest Shakespeare we've done.
Okay.
That like might maybe be an hour.
Okay.
And it is, you want to talk about stupid, silly, I guarantee you will laugh at that show. We're like, there's boxing gloves, there's a kiddie pool on stage, there is going to be lawn chairs and umbrellas, and they're having a teen beach movie
Okay.
in Shakespeare.
Okay.
But before that, come see Drowsy Chaperone.
Teen beach movie Shakespeare.
Shakespeare style.
Love it. That alone, that description alone gets me in the
There we
door.
go.
All right. Okay. Well, so we got lots of stuff. You got lots of opportunities to come down and celebrate theater with us down here at the Granbury Opera House for all of these shows that we've been talking about and the rest of our great season of Broadway classics and tribute concerts. You can get tickets by going online to granburytheatrecompany.org, or you can call the Opera House box office at
817-579-0952.
I am so proud of him.
And soon, when you call the box office, you might hear our voices.
You could very well possibly hear either myself or Matt
Me.
Boytner.
But if you hear my voice and I mess things up, remember, my name is Mickey Sheeran. That's Mickey Sheeran. If I sound like this,
Yeah.
that's who you're talking to.
yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, they know. They know. But why are we?
Do we want to say this?
I don't know. Do we? Well, you just kind of dropped this.
She's giving us the go-ahead right now.
Okay.
So,
well, you just kind of dropped it out there. So
Well, I thought it'd be a funny bit. Well, our box office manager is moving on to, I don't want to say greener pastures, but to different pastures.
Different pastures.
And we're
Pastures
sending her
that
off.
are closer
Do
to
we
home.
want to welcome her on the show,
Yeah,
Anna Baker style?
Yeah, coming onto the into the studio
Crashing the
as
party.
it is Casey Covington. Casey, come in here in between us. All right. Hi. Everybody say hi to Casey. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, Casey.
Yes.
Tell us where you're going.
Okay. I'm going. Hey. I'm going to Hill College, the Johnson County location, which is 7 minutes from my house. As this is a 45-minute drive from my house, and I will be working as an administrative assistant for the Health and Public Services.
There
Yeah.
you go. And Casey has been with us now, what, 4 years?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 years? So we hate to lose Casey. She's one of the best. But, around here, we're always excited and happy when our folks are getting a better situation. And this is definitely better for Casey. But we're going to miss her dearly.
Thank you.
But it's not like she's not going to be around.
No, I'm still going to do shows.
Yeah.
so-
Better.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll still see her around the Opera House. You just won't see her in the box office. And so that's why for a while, you're probably going to be, there's a good chance if you call or come by, you're either going to be talking or seeing one of our ugly mugs in the box office. So,
Which is so fun.
yeah.
It's so exciting.
So if I mess something up, my name is Mickey Sheeran. But that being said, let's have Casey do the send-off.
Yeah. How about that?
How do you do it?
So say your thing and then I'll...
Yeah. So we say, well, that's all we have time for now on the Acting Up with GTC podcast. And until next time, my name is Mickey Sheeran.
I'm Matt Poitner.
I'm Casey Covington. And we will see you at the Opera House.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Thanks for listening to Acting Up with GTC. To support the podcast, visit our Patreon page, patronize our sponsors, and come join us for an upcoming production at the Granbury Opera House. Subscribe to the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts, and be sure to tell us what you think of the show on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Thanks for acting up with us. See you soon.